Hey everybody, it's Sam. I'm just here to yoga with you yet again. So you can go ahead and get into a comfortable position. If you want, something I haven't offered in quite some time with any of my classes is a child's pose. It's just speaking to me today. So if you feel like doing that, you certainly can. If you don't, do something else. It's very cool. Um, we are practicing together, but even if we were in studio, I would say if that doesn't feel good to you, please don't do it. Do something else. So never be afraid. You know your body better than anybody else. If we were together in person, I would just be meeting you and your body. So um, always listen to yourself and do what you know works for your body. And you can try new things, but just always never be afraid to modify or to pay attention to your own response, your body's own response from all of that. So you can go ahead and settle into a nice child's pose or whatever. And then we'll just continue on with that mantra from last class. So, from delusion to truth, from darkness to light, from death to life. And then we peace, peace, peace. Peace for yourself, peace for those around you, and then peace for all beings everywhere. So if you want and you can remember it, you can certainly sing right along or just listen to the Sanskrit and kind of let it kind of penetrate your soul a little bit, sink in, or you can just think of the English translation rather that I just gave you. Asato maha sadgamaya tamaso maha jyotir gamaya mrityor maha amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And you can let yourself settle a little more into your child's pose here. Take notice of your breathing and your breath. you'd like, you can lift up slightly, and you can, so this way you can lift the left arm, you can kind of bring it out to the side. You can even twist up a little more if you like, and then you can bring it through underneath of the right arm, and then you can try to get that left shoulder in the top, kind of the back, the tricep area of that left arm to lay on the mat. You can keep, and you can bring the left temple down to the mat as well. You can keep reaching your right hand out away from you. You could also just kind of rest it on the mat if you like. When you feel ready, you can lift up. Again, you can come back to your midline child's pose. And on your next inhale, you can lift up again. You can bring the right arm out to the side, maybe lifting up. And then you can bring right arm under the left. And then on your next breath, you can lift up again. And then you can just settle back into your midline child's pose for another breath. And then when you're ready, inhale or exhale, and you can come up to a tabletop position. You can do some cat-cows here, so as you inhale, belly drops, chin tilts up. And then exhaling, rounding the spine. Then you can come back to midline, and we'll do just a little bit of balancing here and extension. So when you're ready, you can lift left arm and right leg out. You could also just kind of prop, like most of the weight is in the right and the left. You can just have these here for balance, or one for balance. You can make this work for you. You can take the extension here if you like, so bending that right knee, you can reach back and find that foot. And then I kind of push or kind of kick that hand into the foot. So just to find a nice little bit of balance there. You can come back to the extension and then drop the left hand down. Right foot is going to come over to your left side. You can put those toes on the mat, and then you can just kind of look back to find your left toes just for a nice stretch and opening on that right side of the body. When you're ready, you can bring that foot lifted back up, and then you can exhale and bring it down to the mat. You can let the hips kind of go side to side here if you like. And then when you feel ready, you can let your right arm and left leg come out. Once again, finding whatever sweet spot kind of works for you. You can take that extension here, so bending the knee, reaching back with the hand. Continuing to breathe. Delusion to truth, dark to light, death to life. You can come back to that extension and then bring the right hand down, and that left foot crosses over to the right side somewhere. And then you can just look back toward that foot. And then, yeah, like you can kind of bend the toes, straighten the toes a little more, push weight back into the ball of the foot. Just kind of noticing what that does or what that feels like. And then you can come back, leg lifted, and then you can bring it back down. So from here, we'll go ahead and make our way into a down dog. So first down dog. Once you're there, you can take any movement that you need to or want to, or feels good to you. And then after finding a little bit of movement, maybe find just a breath or two of stillness. We'll inhale forward to plank. And then exhale back to down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale back to down dog. Inhale to plank. Then exhale back to down dog. Then you can inhale up on the toes, and then as you exhale, you can walk your feet to your hands for your first forward fold. So remember here, knees can be bent if they need to at first, or for the whole practice, to even whatever works for you. And then just let the neck and the head hang. And you can take a different forward fold here. You can slide the palms of the hands under the feet. My toes are in the crease of my wrist. Once again, knees can be bent here, and then kind of flexing, engaging the quads to straighten the legs. And you can flip those hands, so rotating them outward, and you can bring them back under the other side. You can move that pressure around a little bit, just kind of massaging, squeezing the tops of the hands and the fingers. Then you can let go of that if you'd like. You can inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. You can inhale the arms up overhead, extend the mountain. Then you can exhale, hands come to heart center. So when you're ready, you can inhale the arms up overhead. You can exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then you can bring hands down to the mat, step your right leg behind you. You can keep that knee lifted if it is kind of irritating to you to drop it, or you can drop it. When you're ready, you can inhale your hands to the knees to the hips, or the arms can come up. And then you can exhale, hands to the mat. Curl your back toes. We'll inhale, step back to plank. And then when you're ready, you can exhale and lower down to the mat. And you can inhale baby cobra, which would be inhaling, letting the hands kind of come up as you lift the chest. You could also just then let the hands drop. Or you can push into the hands, keeping the elbows in close, and come up for a cobra. Either way is fine. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale to plank. And then exhale back to down dog. You can inhale your right leg up behind you. As you exhale, right foot comes through to the hands. And then remember, you can keep that left knee lifted, or you can drop it. When you're ready, you can inhale your hands to the knees to the hips, or the arms can come up. And then you can exhale the hands to the mat. Curl the back toes. We'll inhale, step up, halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold. We'll inhale the arms up overhead. And then you can exhale the hands to heart center. When you're ready, we'll inhale the arms up overhead. Come up onto your tiptoes. That candlestick, candle flame pose. And then you can exhale, heels come down, forward fold. We'll take a little twist here. You can keep left hand on a prop or the mat. Bend the left knee, right leg stay straight. And you can inhale, twist open to the right. Feeling a nice lengthening and a stretch in the back of that right leg. And then exhale back to that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, you can let your hands come to the mat. Step the right leg behind you. Once again, you can leave that knee up, or you can drop it. If you've got it dropped, you can inhale. Hands come to the knees to the hips, or the arms can come up. And then you can exhale, we'll twist over to the left. We'll inhale the arms back to center. And then exhale the hands to the mat. Curl the back toes. We'll inhale, step back to plank. And then when you're ready, you can exhale, lower down to the mat. We'll inhale, baby cobra or cobra. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale to plank. And then exhale back to down dog. We'll take a little twist here in our down dog. So weight will come into that left hand. You may have to bring your hands back a little bit if you need to. And then we'll twist, reaching back for that left leg. I'm kind of holding down a little bit above the ankle. And then you can twist, you can look up near your armpit. You can come back to your standard down dog. Inhale your right leg up behind you. As you exhale, right foot comes to the hand. Lower the left knee down. When you're ready, you can inhale the arms up overhead. And then exhale, hands down to the mat. Curl the back toes, inhale and step up, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. You can inhale the arms up overhead. And then exhale the hands to heart center. I had a moment in the middle of this where I really was unsure if I did my left side when I did the right side before I went into this one. If I didn't do that, you can go back and do that. We're going to proceed. You can inhale, arms up overhead. Come on to tiptoes. Woo. And the more you come down and have to come back up, looking up really changes the game. But the more you come down and come back up, that is calf strengthening. So don't look at it as like you're doing anything bad. You're still working everything a lot. You can exhale, forward fold. We'll do that twist. So you can, right hand comes to a prop or the mat, bend the right leg, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. We'll inhale, halfway lift. Then you can exhale, hands come to the mat, step your left leg behind you. You can keep the left knee lifted, or you can lower it down to the mat. Now that it's all coming back to me, I'm pretty sure we did the left side already. But like I said, if not, you can do it. Inhale, the hands to the knees, the hips, or the arms can come up. And then we'll exhale, twist to the right. You can inhale the arms back up to center. And then exhale, hands come to the mat. Curl the back toes, we'll inhale, step back to plank. And then when you're ready, exhale, lower down to the mat. We'll inhale to cobra. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale to plank. And then exhale back to down dog. We'll take that twist here. So weights in the right hand, and then you reach back with the left. And you can look up towards your armpit. Deodorant check. You can come back to your standard down dog. And then you can inhale your left leg up behind you. As you exhale, left foot comes through the hands. You can keep the right leg lifted, or you can drop that knee down and inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Curl your back toes. We'll inhale, step up. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We'll inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale, the hands are at center. All right. A little bit of balancing flow and movement here. So we'll come in to something else I haven't done for quite some time, an eagle pose. So for eagle, first we'll keep all of the weight in the right leg. You can keep the arms out for balance if you need while you get started. And then you can lift that left leg up, curl around the right leg. You can keep the arms out like this. You can also bend a little more. And then you can bring right hand over the left, wrap them around. The palms of the hands or the backs of the hands can meet, whatever works. If you're interested in a little bit of a shoulder stretch, you can lift the elbows up, push the hands out away from you, and then roll the shoulders down the back. Like roll your shoulders away from your ears. You should feel, I feel it more on my right side, just a nice little shoulder stretch. When you're ready, you can let go of the arms. Straighten that right leg back up. Arms and the left leg come out. And then you can exhale. You can step your left leg back. We'll come to warrior one. If I don't fall first. So hips will veer off. You can Square them toward the front. You'll notice a hip flexor stretch in that left hip, in the front of the left hip. What we're going to do from here, you can hop out to Warrior 3. We'll bring hands down. You can stay in a standing L, or you can come to a standing split. You can gracefully, you can keep your hands on the mat, sit your back leg down, but stay on the ball of that back foot. So we're in this high lunge here. What you can do is kind of hop that back foot in a little bit, almost like you're in Warrior 1, but it's very short. Left hand comes to the outside of the right foot. You can keep your right hand on your low back, straighten, kind of twist. The right leg becomes straight, left arm becomes straight, and then you can put that right arm up if you feel. You're in a revolved triangle. Are you breathing? Cool. All right, you can let go of that. You can frame your front foot with your hands. You can step that back foot back out. You're in this high lunge. You can inhale the arms up, exhale to heart center, and then twist. Left arm comes to that right leg, and we're in just this revolved twist. You can keep the hands together here. You could also straighten. And once you're, I burped, frame that right foot with the hands. You'll put weight into the right foot, and then you'll bring left knee in to the back of that leg, bend both knees, and you'll sit down, ready to twist. I mean, look at that. So you can stay here just however this works for you. You can move this foot wherever you need. When you bring it over to the other side, the hip is going to lift up, and that's fine. You can let that pelvis be mobile. So you can twist if you like. Inhale, you can come across. And then exhale, settle in. Just making sure you're not cutting off your flow of breath, not restricting it. Want to be able to breathe. And then you can bring the chin up or down, more toward the shoulder. Just trying to find a nice stretch in the back of the neck. All right, you can let go of that and de-rotate to the other side. All right, and then we're going to have you can either rock and roll to stand, try not to put your hands on the mat to help you up, but of course if you need them there, do it. Or you can attempt to stand without putting your hands back down on the mat from this position. Now, I'm not strong enough to come at it with straight, like without my legs crossed, but you can cross your feet and then come up. So, however you want to do that. To rock, you'll just rock. You might want to give yourself one to get started. And you might be a little wobbly, but that's fine. You can do that 1 time, 3 times, or you could just come from the sitting to standing. So once you make your way up, we will eagle pose on the other side. So left leg is your sturdy leg. Arms can come out. You can lift the right leg and cross it over. And then I find helps my center of balance if I bend at the hips a little more. So this time you'll do left arm over right, palms or backs of the hands together. If you want that added shoulder stretch, you can lift the elbows up, hands away, and then roll the shoulders down the back. And breathing here. And then not telling yourself any lies about, or stories about the last time you did this pose. Just being here now. Delusion to truth, dark to light, death to life. Celebrate your life as it is right now. When you're ready, you can let the arms come out. Straighten the left leg. Lift the right leg and the arms. And then you can step back. Warrior one. So, back foot's at a 45. Like I said, the hips will square off and go to the side. Or not square off, they'll go to the side. You can square. And then once you do that, you'll feel a stretch right here in the front of the hip flexors. Front foot's at about a 90 degree, or whatever feels good. Arms can come up. And when you're ready, you can launch out, warrior three. And then you can bring the hands to the mat. You can stay in a standing L, or stack the hips and come to a standing split. You can, with grace, sit your back foot down on the ball of that foot. Then you can inhale, arms up. You can exhale, hands to heart center, and then we'll twist. Right arm to the left thigh. Hands can stay together. Or you can open the arm. You can frame this left foot. Oh, I skipped. We're going to do it now. Pop the back foot in. Revolve triangle, folks. Right hand to the outside of the left foot. You can bring, and you can widen your stance here if you feel like you're going to topple over. And you can bring left hand to the low back. Straighten the front leg and the right arm. Then you can bring that hand up. I knew it. I knew I was forgetting something. But it's okay. We remembered. You can exhale. You can now frame this front foot. Weight comes into that left leg. Bring the right leg behind with a bent knee. Sitting down onto the right hip. And you're ready to twist. So, when you're ready, inhale. Twisting bottom of the spine up. Head and the neck should be the last things to look around. And then you can exhale and settle in. Continuing to breathe. You can de-rotate. And then, folks, you can lie down on your back. it's almost time for Shavasana. So you can lay down on your back. I had you go in there for a minute. You thought it was Shavasana time. Not quite, my friend. So we're here. You can let your hands just kind of rest alongside your body, palms down. And then when you're ready, you can inhale or exhale, lift the hips up, roll the spine up one vertebra after the other. And then you can exhale the same way, one vertebra at a time. Inhale, rolling up, bridge pose. Exhale, back down. One more inhale, back up. Exhale, back down. And then you can come to another, a bridge pose if you like. So you can push up, you can walk the shoulders in or kind of roll them under. And then you can clench the hands here. If you also feel like it, you could come to a back bend. So you would just bring the palms of the hands by your shoulders here. And then when you're ready, inhale or exhale, you can lift up. Coming down carefully. And whenever you feel like it, then you can bring your knees into your chest. Maybe make a few circles. Or just rock side to side. With those circles, you'll massage that SI joint. Just a nice compression for the low back. You may just want to give yourself a little hug and a squeeze here. Maybe just tilting, bringing, kind of tucking the chin to the chest. Now, you can continue to lay on your back for Shavasana. So, if you have a wall available to you, and that's what you'd like to do, go ahead and do that. If you don't, then just settle on out into your mat. Just allow yourself to relax. Going through each part of the body, the forehead, the eyes, the nose, the cheeks, the lips, palate, tongue, the jaw, the neck, collarbones, your chest, upper arms, forearms, palms, and the fingers, the backs of the hands, up through the back side of the arm, the abdomen, the hips and the pelvis, the quads, kneecaps, shins, tops of the feet and toes, the bottom of the feet, your Achilles tendon, calves, backs of the knees, hamstrings, the glutes, the low back, your middle back, your upper back and your shoulders, the back of the neck, the back of your head, your scalp, back up to your forehead. Noticing each of these parts and telling them to relax, but also noticing your body as a whole, and just sending out waves of relaxation to your whole body, not just the collection of parts and pieces. If you're working with any sort of breathing technique throughout practice today, you can let that go. Just allow your breath to flow naturally. And allow your breath to bring you back to this current place, this current state. If at any point you notice your mind starting to wander, invite you to stay here for as long as you like. But if you feel like you're ready to wake up and move, you can certainly do so in whatever manner feels pleasing and comfortable for you. I invite you to join me in a comfortable seated position whenever you feel ready. Asatomaha Sadgamaya Tamasomaha Jyotirgamaya Mrityurmaha Mridamgamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. As you move throughout the next seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, and years of your life, may you move from delusion to truth, from darkness to light, and from death to life. May you be safe, may you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you live with ease.